what did you see from, I guess, your teammates getting to it, the high-low looks, and kind of just you guys taking advantage of that? It feels like for maybe like the first time consistently this season.
Yeah, I think for me personally, I just didn't want to settle tonight. I think there's a couple games in the past, just watching the film, I've just been floating around the perimeter too much, just kind of waiting for the ball to come to me, and I feel like I was just a little more assertive tonight, making more stuff happen, because I knew that, if I wasn't the one to score, they were going to collapse. I'd be able to get my teammates open and, just playing more in my style of basketball. I had to be an inside-out threat. It's what I've done in my career, and, just continue just to put pressure on other teams.
Is that still, it's still part of the learning process for you and your teammates? 20 games in, whatever it may be, for that, I guess, to set in, right? Like, or figure out, hey, this is how Myles can play, or you're like, this is how I can play at times, right? Like, it's...
Yeah, I put a lot of it on myself, though, because I feel like I was kind of waiting for things to happen as opposed to making them happen. And again, I've been watching a lot of film, with our staff and just myself, and just trying to find more ways to be effective. And again, then it just, I know I'm a 40% shooter, but there's other ways, to be effective. I'm 7 foot tall. I know I got to be around, be around the paint, make teams have to collapse a little bit more. So. Just taking advantage of what the defense gives me. I'm going to see a plethora of different defenses, throughout the year. So it's just picking and choosing, my spots and making the right decisions.
The makeup of this team is, designed for Giannis to be on the floor. Now 4 straight games without him. Just what have you learned about how you guys have to evolve without Giannis?
I think that we showed a lot tonight. Personally, I think this is the best we've competed in the past 5-6 games, whatever it may be. Obviously it wasn't the result that we wanted, but the competition level was there. And that's what's going to have to be our calling card, our identity, night in and night out, whether Giannis plays or he doesn't. It's just out-competing teams. It's a formula now in this league. Guys aren't just having a whole bunch of all-stars on the team and loading up. You have to have, guys that are out there with the same mentality and just, honestly, just frankly being dogs out there. And that's really what this league has evolved into.
Just what do you think about the defensive effort tonight? Doc really felt like you guys did a nice job on the ball. Ryan was talking about felt like you guys really guarded your yard. Just what do you see maybe at the point of attack tonight?
I think that we did a great job shrinking the floor, force them into tough shots. I think that down the stretch our defense was great, and again we proved that we can guard tonight. We tell on ourselves all the time when we have possession by possession where we get the stops that we want, and then we do stuff like we've done in the past and allow teams to blow the game open, and it's just not our style of play. So, I know this team is capable of guarding, and again, we've showed it multiple times now. It's a matter of doing it consistently.
Against Philly, the shot went down tonight. The three-pointer tonight, it didn't for you, though. But I don't know, do you like kind of being in that spot to have the ball in your hands to make a shot?
Well, what player wouldn't, man? I think that's the dream in this league. For me personally, I saw it after the game. GT was open in the corner. It could have been a one more, but in that moment, ball's coming to me. I see a late closeout. I want to at least put the ball on the rim with time left. It's not like I held the ball until get a buzzer beater. I want to put a live ball on the rim. If it goes in, great, we got the shot that we wanted. But if it doesn't, we have 3-4 seconds to make a play. So, it's a tough situation because again, I feel like at times in that when the ball comes to you, you're thinking shot, but you have to be able to read the floor. And I take accountability for that. I think GT was wide open, but I also feel like my position being one of the better shooters on the team, I have to take that shot.